Okay, this is Manny Moonraker, and welcome to episode number 67, the episode that almost never happened. But I'm here with you today, and we're going to take care of some news articles about crap that just happens. Happens every week. Crazy stories, people assuming things, and scientists making some crazy claims that are full of shit and 4.2 far. But we're here to digest that a little bit. But before we get started, the 2017 Rubber Dickies needs your help. We need more votes. We need people to go in there and vote for the top 3 rubber dickers of their choice in order to ensure that your rubber dicker gets what they deserve. UFOBusterRadio.com, one place, one stop shop. Pick 3, hit submit, and maybe your rubber dicker will receive that award. And I promise you, it's going to be grand. Before we get to the first article on the table for today, I received a message from an Asgardian. Some of you believe in what Igor Asherbelly is doing with Asgardia. And like I said, in UBR Truth Seekers, it is so timely that Thor Ragnarok is actually out now because Asgardia finally got their little nano satellite into space on the second attempt. The first one was canceled because some airplane just happened to fly into the no-fly zone. Imagine that. And so they had to scrub the first launch. I was going to say the first shit. The first launch was scrapped. Sorry, Asgardia. Try again. And they did. And that ship went up. So apparently there was an individual who's looking for news. A citizen of Asgardia was, I guess, looking for news on YouTube. And they just happened to come across the episode that we did on UFO Buster Radio. And, you know, let me just say this. I kind of pissed off a lot of people. Some who said that they were really fascinated by Igor and the crazy shit he was doing and the fact that Asgardia might actually happen. Some people got pissed off and, you know, I probably lost a few hundred listeners because of that. But that's okay, because if you are a true listener, you know that we will eventually, at one point or another, disagree about certain things, certain topics, or we might see things a little different. Shit happens. That's called life. That's called having an asshole and having an opinion. But we all have them, as they say. But the true UFO Buster Radio listeners will still listen, and you'll laugh. Sometimes you'll get mad. Sometimes you stop listening for 2 to 3 weeks and decide, oh, let me see what the hell that idiot Manny's doing. But you come back because you know, like you, I'm only seeking answers for the truth. So let's get back to Asgardia, because this citizen that goes by the name of Bridget felt that apparently I did not look at the FAQ, and that I'm making it seem like Asgardia and Igor Asherbelly and that it all just stands for a cult. Okay, listen, if you listened to that episode when we did this Asgardia thing, yes, I did. I said that it really seems like this is some kind of a cult, right? And we've seen cults throughout history, and this just seems like a carbon copy. Except now it's on a global scale. It's not just some little town in Texas named Waco. Asherbelly upped the crazy occult game to a global scale. He doesn't give a damn what country you're in. And people sucked it up. Sucked it dry. Well, anyway, so Bridget took offense to that. And of course she invited me to go to the website, look at the FAQ. Like, that really tells us a damn thing. And she felt that I was misinformed, which is her opinion, right? I've got mine, she's got hers. We both got assholes, I'm sure. But here's the thing, Bridget. What I find fascinating is that your opening statement was, we launched a nanosatellite successfully. Bridget, who the hell is we? You didn't do anything. Not a single thing. As a matter of fact, in my reply to her, I kind of reminded her that nanosatellites or CubeSats have gone into space by a lesser a person, by someone not as rich and well-to-do as Igor Asherbelly, and by many people who are not looking for world conquest in about 30 or 40 years, by quote-unquote protecting the planet that they hate so much from space evildoers. But to me, what's interesting is the fact that she said we, like she had a hand in it. Like she actually went down there with a matchbox and lit the fuse for the rocket to go up. Mind you, the rocket did not belong to Igor Asherbelly or the Asgardians. It was a cargo rocket for the ISS, and big shot moneybags Igor Asherbelly and the Asgardians decided to hitch a ride. Listen, there is no doubt that this is a step in some direction. Don't really know what direction that is, but he said he was going to get his little CubeSat up, and he did. The CubeSat is in space somewhere, probably going to come down in a month or two, crash and burn, it's over. Now what? I would think that someone, with all the money that Igor Asherbelly has, he should have been able to send up like about 500 CubeSats and have them form a gigantic, Thor-like robot in space to protect the planet until he's able to get his own space station up there. And you might be thinking right now, man, you're being an asshole about it. Whatever. Listen, show me something that no one else has done, Igor Asherbelly and the Asgardians. Show me the money. Show me what all your money and your scattered citizens throughout the globe are capable of. Don't just show me what a school teacher in Kansas can do. Enough said. I've had enough with the Asgardians. I'd rather go watch Thor, Ragnarok, over and over again, than look at these Asgardians. Anyway, here's our first story. Apparently, some scientific nerd type found a nearby planet that could support life. This is the problem with this article is that it's reported by CNN.com, right? So you think this is the real deal. Somebody broke something here. Somebody broke some real news because it's being reported by CNN. It's not some Tom, Dick, and Harry freaking website that's like a tabloid. It's freaking CNN. I mean, this has got to be good. There's got to be someone that actually saw freaking smokestacks coming from a planet nearby that we had no idea even existed. And we are about to cross into the unknown. Like you, if you've read this, you were probably just as disappointed as I am. Apparently, the name of this planet is Ross 128b, and it is an exoplanet and is supposedly the second closest planet found to our solar system, and it's only 11 light years away. ... and it could support life. What bothers me about this story is that these pocket protector pencil geeky guys, I mean, I don't understand because they can't even tell you what the hell is on the other side of Neptune, but they're gonna claim that 11 light years away there is a planet that might be able to support life. But these Poindexters can't even tell you if there is a microbial life on Mars. But then they want to shoot 11 light years away. I don't get it. I don't see how this is in any way a subject for anyone to even talk about. I mean, these guys should not even be allowed next to the press. They should be locked up in a room to do their little research and never allowed to leave. I mean, it's like me standing on my balcony and saying that I can see a naked lady standing at the base of the Eiffel Tower holding a croissant with some mozzarella in it. But then if you ask me what the hell is on the first floor by the tree that's in front of my home, and I say, shit, I don't know. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I cannot be the only one thinking, how is this so 4.2 far fucked up? Because it is. It's horrible. And of course they're going to tell you, oh, it's in a Goldilocks zone. Oh, it's got to be because we exist. It's got to be that planet can hold life. But that the same rubber dickers will tell you that there's no way that anything could be visiting your planet, and the people that are getting abducted and probed are just having one humongous illusion because they're all on pot, cocaine, LSD, or something that's making them think that they're being abducted and worked on by, little gray men. I just can't make the correlation of how they make these claims. It just does not work for me. I have a feeling that it doesn't work for some of you. Now, if you want to read the article about this Ross 128b for bullshit, the link to the CNN information is in the description. Click on it, check it out. It's like I always say, you got to come to your own conclusions. But to me, if I can't get from A to Z by going through each freaking letter of the goddamn alphabet, then guess what? We're speaking a different language. We're not even using the same fucking letters. You are using some kind of Greek shit. So the other guy in whatever observatory he is, he's speaking Chinese, and I'm listening to everything, and it sounds like Japanese. And I don't speak a lick of Greek or a lick of Japanese, so we're basically all screwed in this conversation.
You are listening to UFO Buster Radio, and I have a question for you. Do you like to go fishing, or do you want to learn how to fish? Well, I have the answer for you. Whether you're an avid angler or just starting out, Angling Waters Outdoors is the place to learn and advance your fishing skills. I'll be your guide, Marty Angler. And I'm not just a bass fishing tournament angler, but I also like to fish for other species as well. I'll help guide you through the different methods and baits to help you catch more fish all year long. So catch me at Angling Waters Outdoors here on Spreaker. Now back to UFO Buster Radio and my friend Manny Moonraker.
So you're going to love this next one, especially if you love things like the F-15. It is one of those amazing jets that you see in film and things like that. You see them on the internet, on YouTube. It is the F-15C, the interceptor fighter. And it was sent out to intercept something. The article is titled, Was It Aliens? Shock as U.S. Air Force Scrambled to Mystery UFO in Skies Near Area 51. First disclaimer here is that the actual incident happened over the state of Oregon. And so they're in the vicinity of Nevada. So because of that, many people are assuming, and of course I am talking about those ufologists that are out there who lose their freaking minds and start a bunch of shit through the internet. So they're the ones who are assuming that because this was over Oregon, that this had to be, some kind of a ship or some kind of an ET craft that they're being tested, trying to reverse engineer and all that good stuff coming out of Area 51. So apparently what was happening is that there was a UFO, unidentified aircraft that was spotted flying through airspace in Oregon. And of course, nobody knows what the hell this thing is because there is no flight plan. This was not on the record. NORAD basically requested that, this thing be intercepted, right? The other issue is that apparently this unknown aircraft was not sending out any collision avoidance signals. So people were like, what the hell is going on? What the shit? Somebody get up there and check it out. The incident occurred on October 25th. Now, this aircraft was flying within the airspace where normally you find commercial aircraft between 35,000 and 40,000 feet. What happened basically was that by the time those F-15Cs interceptors got there was nothing to intercept. In addition, even NORAD was having a hard time. Even NORAD was having a difficult time tracking this aircraft. It was almost like it was avoiding being detected. Which is pretty bad. It's pretty bad if NORAD can't track you, because they even track Santa Claus. And, that's bad. If you can track Santa Claus, which for many is imaginary, he doesn't exist, and you can't track a real fucking thing, a real nuts and bolt thing that's flying in the air, we've got problems. So long story short, this unidentified flying object disappeared. The F-15s never caught up to it, and apparently never actually saw the thing. So what was it? Did NORAD and some of the local traffic control stations, were they having like a massive glitch and targeting the wrong thing? Maybe it's me, but if you have multiple systems and multiple traffic control stations reporting this object, I don't think it was a fake object. I don't think someone made this up, and it's probably not a glitch. But the question is, where is it from? Where did it come from? And these are all answers we are never going to get, because unless somebody was out there and had some kind of a freaking telephoto lens and just happened to hear that there were jets being scrambled, no one took a picture of it, there's no video, and then again, these F-15s could have caught up to it. There could be some video, they might have had some issues with it, they might have followed it to wherever it was going. We're not going to know, because that's pretty much where the story ends. So listen, it was better late than never. I'm glad that I got this episode up for you guys. And, if you want to follow the podcast, you can do it on Facebook, Instagram, on Twitter. On Facebook, we have the group page, which is UBR Truth Seekers. We have the 2 pages that you can visit, UFO Buster Radio and Manny Moonraker. On Instagram, it is at Manny Moonraker. I'll post up pictures once in a while, and I comment on other folks' pictures. So follow me on there. What's it going to hurt? I might put something up that you might find amusing, or I'll give you something to really be disgusted about and never follow me again. And the other place is Twitter. I'm on there along with the real Donald Trump, and I'm not doing the things he's doing, but hey, you know what? Why not? I'm sure you're out there commenting and poking fun of the Don. Why not just follow me, and we can do it together like birds of a feather. So this was episode 67. I thank you guys. And one last message. I said that I had messages from EBE Ali out of the Czech Republic, and I've got those. I'm going to post those this weekend on its own episode. It will not be along with anything else, because many of you really don't like the whole EBE Czech Republic girls thing, the whole mediumship to contact someone from another dimension. And I get it. I understand. But you know where I'm coming from. I like to discuss every angle to this, because we don't have a real angle to really say it is the answer and how we're going to define this ufology, alien craziness. So you have to discuss it all. What you're going to find when I record that episode is that I did go with 2 questions which were posed by folks in the UBR Truth Seekers group on Facebook. And I sent those questions. Along with those questions, apparently there were other shows that had submitted questions, and we'll kind of dive into those answers as well. But that is the end of this podcast, and I thank you for listening. Again, I'm sorry it's a little tardy, but your boy Moonraker is here, and I hope that you're there. Ciao.